Today, we're going to talk about selling final expense insurance and or life insurance on a part-time basis. And I'm going to start with the big fat elephant in the room by addressing a couple of things, including can you actually be successful at selling final expense part-time, and why I personally will not take on new agents at our agency who can't do it on a full-time basis. Let's start off by liking the video and subscribing if you're new. We're putting out new insurance sales content every week. And guys, if you hang around until the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get the policy summary that I leave with every face-to-face sale that I make, and that we also do mail this out to every new client that we sell remotely. That way, the client has something professional from you that reminds them of like the monthly draft date and the face amount of their new life insurance policy. The reason that my agency doesn't take on agents to sell final expense on a part-time basis is multifold. First off, there's the learning curve. If you're new at final expense and life insurance sales, you will need to get through the learning curve, and that's going to take time, which is completely different for everybody. And for some, this can take months and months. And I'm going to ask you to bear with me for a minute while I simply walk you through the part-time picture. So you're working your full-time job and going out selling final expense, I don't know, a few hours a day or maybe like a couple days per week. You're brand new, so as you're trying to figure out the skill set of the art of selling final expense to that specific market, added to your underwriting process, which you got to learn that too. Meanwhile, you're figuring out what to do when the client tells you that they need time to think about it, or maybe they have to speak with the kids first. Guys, there's a lot going on. And yes, guys, I would absolutely love to hear from you in the comments below. Are you selling life insurance products yet? If so, did you start out part-time or did you jump right in full-time? If you're doing all the activity full-time, the learning curve will normally be, I want to say anywhere from like maybe a month or two to like several months. But part-time, your learning curve will actually take a lot longer and potentially will never ever be completed. And what most life insurance agents will do is they'll learn something specific about, I don't know, the process of a product or a specific scenario, and then they won't run into it, that same thing again for a long time, a month or so. And then when they do need to recall what to do again, they've forgotten, because this common situation that they would normally be dealing with regularly if they were full-timers is not very common as a part-time agent. And let's be transparent. I have worked with and trained hundreds of agents and have seen this happen over and over. So inadvertently, the part-time agent literally rarely cuts through the learning curve before they quit. Even worse, another thing that pretty much happens a lot during this drawn out learning curve is that maybe the agent will make some sales. There will be a couple of NSFs, insufficient funds, or cancellations, and the next thing you know, the money that the agent is counting on doesn't come through, or the agent ends up having to pay it back and then they don't, because they need the money, and the next thing you know, the agent is in debt, and then they're vectored by the insurance carrier, and now their career is basically ruined before it even starts. Oh well, I gave it a shot. As an insurance agency owner taking on an agent who wants to sell final expense part-time, it's kind of like walking into a casino and picking a game that has the worst odds, let's say slot machines, for instance, and then putting thousands of dollars into a machine for like one big pull. I've seen agent after agent get into debt. They can't pay the money back. They roll it up to me, the agency owner. Then I end up having to cut a check to the insurance carrier. So instead of skimming a little bit of cream off the top, I'm stuck deciding if it's enough money worth taking the agent to court or not. I mean, keep in mind, guys, advanced money is not the same as earned money, and the upline is ultimately responsible for that. So, hold on. Let's go back to that slot machine comparison. I'm putting thousands of dollars into the slot machine, and the good thing does end up happening. I win. I hit the jackpot. The agent is actually doing good. I just turned the thousands of dollars into a couple of $100 profit. As an agency owner, the risk is way too high for such a tiny reward. So the big question, can it be done? Can you be successful at selling final expense insurance on a part-time basis? Well, the short answer is no. I mean, maybe yes. but probably no. Again, guys, the odds are stacked heavily against you. Now, cross-selling is different. Let's say you're a successful Medicare agent with a large book of existing clients. If you're doing it right, you're building the relationship with the clients correctly, and they actually trust you, you will get sales off of like a small percentage of those folks. And when you sell final expense insurance to someone that you have an active relationship with, the business does actually tend to stay on the books a lot better. Personally, I would rather have a book of final expense clients to cross-sell Medicare products to than like the other way around. Simple fact, guys, most Medicare clients don't have to pay a monthly premium for their insurance, their Medicare Advantage plan. So selling them something that isn't going to be an out-of-pocket cost when they're already your life insurance client and are used to making a monthly premium is pretty much a piece of cake. You get paid the bigger final expense advances first. Then once you cross-sell the final expense client their Medicare insurance, you're getting a lifetime residual. With Medicare Advantage, it's lifetime. With Medicare supplements, it's like 7 years, which still, no matter what, in the long run, again, if you're doing it right, will be the bigger money. For a copy of the policy summary that I mentioned back at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information on selling final expense remotely on a full-time basis, or if you're an existing life insurance agent with a book of business and are interested in cross-selling Medicare Advantage, just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get up, get out, and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.